Hi Aries, thank you for joining me. This is going to be our May 26th to June 2nd, 2016 Psychic Tune-In reading. I appreciate you allowing our paths to cross this week. Hopefully to help bring us some spiritual clarity into our week. Whatever chaos appears in our life. So Aries, let's see what we have. This is a general reading for Aries. Sun, moon, rising, inquiring. It's all cool. It's for the highest and greatest good and love of everybody involved in the situation. So please open up your own psychic and spiritual antennas to see which nuggets of wisdom ring true and work in your world, your life, your week. Trust your own logic and intuition. Make sound decisions based out of love. So, see what resonates for you. You might be here for a nugget. You might be here for a bushel. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what your higher self, God, source, spirit, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, intuition, luck, logic, whatever you believe is totally cool, say about the week. How you ride this wave is up to you, Aries. Let's see what we have. One animal card to start. As I'm speaking about animals, I have a wiener dog coming towards me. Hi, Hamlet. Are you gonna sit? That was a complete lay down. That was awesome. Continuing on, Aries, let's start with an animal card for us. You have the blue heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Do what you feels right. Don't worry about others so much this week. On the bottom is the snow leopard. So take some time out of your the huge schedule that you have and spend it in solitude, alone. Most Aries that I know are pretty good with going out by themselves and having a pretty awesome time alone. They're perfectly capable of handling this task for the week. So maybe you're going to discover something about yourself when you go into some solitude this week, Aries. Let's see what we have for a number energy, the numerology for the week for Aries. The mosquitoes are coming out a little bit. And a very big plane. And a wiener dog. Aries. See what we have. Sun, moon, rising, inquiring for the week. That one. Spiritual career. 78. I feel like I pulled this for Virgo? Virgo, maybe. So maybe there's a Virgo in your chart, or 78, 14.5, something changing. Maybe more spirit being involved in your career, Aries. At the bottom, this is a very Aries card. It's also self-discipline. I feel like you guys are sort of masters at this, like all the martial arts type of things that are like self-control, self-mastery, knowing yourself, the I am, that tackling, that knowing, right? The I am, the do, the ram, the go, the first, the best, the be. You don't always have to be in competition with others. I feel like Aries are very good about being in competition with themselves so that they better themselves. As long as they're not too hard on themselves, you know, they give themselves a little bit of freedom, then this is definitely a strong point of Aries. So maybe you'll have to take a little self-discipline in yourself this week and allow yourself to retreat a bit. All right, let's see, Aries. I have the Crystallis Tarot this week because I needed to retreat after giving so much last week. I did like 35 videos in a day and then went to work for a couple days, and I needed to just go into solitude. And even in solitude, I went into nerd mode and I learned and studied this particular deck a little bit better. So I know Holly Sierra is one person that's involved in this deck. I can't remember the other name, and I don't have the info card. So the 7 of Stones jumped. Plane came back. Hi. All right, so let's see what we have for Aries. I'm gonna just leave that there as the wisdom card, the general, overall, awesome wisdom card for Aries. Right now, that's telling you to throw all your regrets in the water, in the stream, in the creek, in the ocean. Throw that shit away and let it go. Toss it in and let it be, kind of thing, so that you can have healing. I also see nature in this card. I feel like maybe go by water where it is healing. It's getting nice out, or maybe not in all parts of the world. If you're somewhere where you can get into nature and maybe put your feet in the water, touch your feet on the earth, play some music, write some poems, write some songs, pick some berries, live with Mama Nature a little bit this week so that you can let some stuff go. Feel a little bit of freedom in your life. All right, I'm going to pull one general energy wisdom card for love, Aries, for this week. That one. And one for career this week. That one. And the underlying energy is the Empress, Aries. Oh, Aries, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful, I'm curious to see what else you have now. Oh, you have 2 twos. You have the 2 spirals. And you have the 2 of stones. That's sort of like a double whammy, since I'm only using one deck. So 2 twos, a 3, and a 7. So Gaia, Mama Nature, I think I just said that. Go out. Go outside this week. Be patient. Be trustful. Be pure in your heart. Be receptive of these energies this week. This is nurturing your creativity, nurturing your babies, nurturing your ideas, nurturing your projects. There's little robin eggs here, so it's like rebirth and renewal, new beginnings, new understandings. It's abundance, it's beauty. There's a white dove that she's holding, which is like peace, love, and unity in all things, in all parts of your life, in all relationships that you have. There's something beautiful and new that's ready to be birthed in your life this week. Aries, what is it? What can you think about that is just ready to pop, that you've been thinking about, taking extra vitamins with, preparing for, and you're ready to continue with as soon as it comes? What's your little baby? You have 2. I feel like maybe there's 2 people involved or need to be involved, since in the end, the Empress has the other half. There is the Emperor somewhere. There is the other energy that is not the receiving energy, but the penetrating energy. And that's kind of you in general, Aries. You're sort of the go forth energy. So you need to allow yourself to receive this week. And then decisions, weighing pros and cons. You have this little birdie making these 2 nests. You have these berries. This is wisdom. Using your instincts to be creative with your energies, being patient as things build slowly, taking each step as it comes, each twig as it comes. Everything will build little by little. Weigh each twig as it comes to you on your scales. If that one's too heavy and it's going to make, your little nest lopsided and fall down, you don't need that one. Find a thinner one to stick in that little spot that needs to be filled. Work with what you're building as it comes. Use your instincts, use your logic, and use your energy creatively this week to build. Use your instincts. This is also when you need to make a decision. So that spiral, it's fire, it's spirit, it's a spiritual decision. It's something that involves you just knowing what you want to do. So in order for you to just know what you want to do, you just have to do it. Start making decisions, and then you'll start, weighing those decisions out as they come, as you build, as you move forward. You also have the 2 of stones, so you have stability. So you have fire and earth. You actually 2 stones. So this is you, Aries, coming out of hibernation. This is like the story behind this card. So this is a big, strong, powerful king of the forest, because it's like a forest-like card. So it's the king, waking up, the king of you deciding to wake up now this week a little bit and trusting your path, trusting you have now woken up exactly when you need to be awake, exactly in season, exactly in the spring. There's also a change in season, so you need to adapt to the seasons. Maybe you're a little bit hungry, you've been in the cave too long, need to go look for some food, need to see where the snow has melted, need to see where the flowers are blooming, need to see how you're going to gather your things and start anew. You have something new coming, so spring. This is trusting every step you take that it'll bring you to the right place to take the next step. Trusting, it's also cooperating and merging different energies together in trust. Finding balance. You keep getting balance, balancing energies. Maybe you need to find balance in your energies. So this week, toss away the regret, the things you didn't do, the things you wish you did, the things you thought you changed, the things you wish someone else would do or didn't do, or blah, 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 all that stuff, okay? Toss that shit out into the river, let it go, and let it be your stepping stone to catapult you forward into this, because you're ready to nurture something beautiful. Start to notice what's beautiful in your life. Be grateful for it. You guys are so amazing, Aries. I'm grateful for you guys. I love you guys. I spent 11 years of my life with an Aries. I know Aries very well. I also, for half of my life, I will let you in, Aries, for half of my life, I was not informed exactly correct on my birth time, and I believed I was an Aries rising for half of my life before I realized that I wasn't, and I was a Pisces rising. It is a couple minutes difference on that scale, and I am at the very end of Pisces rising. And I learned a lot about Aries in that time. I also learned a lot about Aries by living with an Aries. And I absolutely love you guys. I think you're amazing. And I learned some of the best lessons in my life from an Aries. So I feel like you also have that to offer the world. You're diving in and doing it first and having that strength, having that willpower to be able to be the ones who catapult into wherever else we were afraid to go is such an inspiration to the rest of us. I would like to say that on behalf of all the other signs to Aries. So stop living in regret. Live like an Aries. Move forward this week. Birth something new. Make some decisions this week. It's time to make decisions if you haven't been. But balance out your decisions and weigh them as they come.